You think we're gonna beat all these games?
Nope.
Backlog boys.
No, probably not. Whoa.
Holy moly.
Love
Look at
and
that.
happiness and hearts.
Look at that.
Unicorns.
Yes.
The happiest game ever.
The symbol of happiness right there. Welcome to a brand new series. This is going to be exciting.
Majora's Mask.
We've got a long cutscene here, so I've got a soda.
Oh,
And
you do.
Vaughn is gonna record my thoughts here.
Yeah, what are your thoughts there?
Oh man, I'm very
buddy, old pal.
very excited about this one. You just let me know when you're recording.
Oh, we live.
Oh, today we are tasting a very special new flavor from Dragon Tail, one of our favorite brands.
We like them.
This is Sour Tornado Citrus Blend. Dragon Tail makes energy drinks, highly caffeinated, so you can get lit.
That's a potent name.
That smells
For a
good.
flavor.
Looks like we're dealing with a lemon lime type of situation here. Oh my god, that's really good. It's
The
like
happiness.
It's like if Surge was
The
a
joy.
craft soda. I give it an 8 out of 10, and I will be drinking it again.
It's respectful.
Very good.
Respectable.
Get you any Dragon Tail. If you see this label, you buy it. Fun.
I'm gonna need a sip.
Please imbibe. That is very good.
Whoa.
That's quite good. Yeah, it's definitely like a lemon lime, but there's almost like a little bit of like the rind flavor in there, like the white
That's
the white part.
That's very good.
Yeah, where you can tell it's like kind of a real flute.
Very drinkable.
Real fruit flavor.
Oh, it's Tattletale.
Yep. There's a lot of cutscenes in the beginning of this fun, so
Okay. So buckle in.
so buckle in, yeah. We are going to be doing a 100% playthrough of this game, and I'm trying to do it in as few 3-day cycles as possible.
Okay.
And I think we're going to do it in 6. If you watch a speed run, they do it in 5.
Okay.
And I'm going to do 1 extra cycle for something that I'll explain when we get there. But otherwise, I'm going to be doing everything pretty much the same because they shave off a lot of time by like playing the Song of Double Time to speed it up. Yeah, and basically if I don't do that, I can get pretty much the same stuff done that they do when they speed it up. If I give myself the full time, I can pretty much do the same stuff.
Okay.
So I won't be doing any like major glitches or anything like that, because I'm kind of following a glitchless route.
Okay.
But I will be doing a lot of tricks and sequence breaks,
Okay.
which are kind of fun. Vaughn, what's your experience with this game?
I have. Well, it was the first Zelda game I ever owned.
Really?
Yeah.
I did not remember that.
I completely
being the
missed
case.
the Ocarina train.
I do remember that. But this wasn't the first Zelda game you played.
No, I did play the original.
Legend of Zelda?
Yeah.
NES?
Yeah.
Wow. That was the first one you played?
Yeah.
Interesting. That I cannot say for
Okay.
myself. How long
And
ago was that?
I must have been very young.
Oh, really?
My
Like
parents,
a wee lad?
My parents' friends had it at their house, and I would play it frequently there.
Okay.
And man, this is going way back in time. Is this faster?
Yes, it is faster.
Interesting.
The beginning part of this game is so slow because you like walk between like cutscenes for a long time.
Okay.
So,
I love the acrobatics in these.
oh yeah, they clearly wanted to show that off. Like that's the only feasible reason why that little area is there. For the not just to have this all be one connected cutscene.
Yeah.
They clearly wanted to show off, hey, we made Link flip.
So I would have played Legend of Zelda first. Didn't know Link to the Past was a thing, or Link's Awakening, or Zelda 2.
Yeah.
Because I didn't own any of those
Most people
consoles.
missed the boat on Zelda 2
Yeah.
from our generation.
But I knew Ocarina was a thing, and I think I rented it
Really?
at one point as a
While it was
very young
current.
kid. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, you would have been very young. You would have been like 5.
But I didn't get an N64 until 98 or 99.
That's not that bad.
Or maybe it was 2000.
Okay.
Might have been 2000.
2000 was the year this came out.
Then it would have been when I got it.
So,
because I think this was one of my first games to get for it.
Interesting.
Along with like Episode 1 Racer.
Oh God. Yeah, which would have come around at the same time.
So I played it. I was probably still too young to really be able to beat it because I got cheesed hard. Even with a guide, I got to a point where I was like, oh, I can't figure out what specific thing to do next to advance the story.
Yeah.
And I just kind of got stuck.
Well,
and then I came back to it a long time later, and I got through the Zora dungeon.
Okay.
And then I don't remember. I started having issues with my N64.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
And wasn't able to complete
the 4th dungeon.
Yeah.
Gotcha. That's bizarre. Well, I think I've said this before, but my experience with this game was I played Ocarina of Time vicariously through my friends because I didn't own it, but my best friend and next door neighbor did, and we would literally go over to his house and play it every day.
Oh, wow.
And he did most of the playing, but we were all there for pretty much all of it.
Okay.
He hardly ever played on his own, and we solved a lot of the puzzles together.
Yeah.
And it was a very...
Where one person sees something you don't.
Yeah, it was like a very great experience. And that was my introduction to the Zelda franchise. And then...
I'm going to need this right here.
When this game came out, we obviously wanted to get it right away because we just thought it was going to be more of the same. And this game is actually very different. Mm-hmm. And also the way that the time system works, we did not grasp.
Okay.
At our young age of like 10, and this game was way too hard for us, so we didn't like fall in love with it in the same way, and it kind of kicked our butts, and we didn't get very far in it. I remember like beating the first dungeon, and then like thinking we had saved the game, and then like restarting the 3-day cycle, only to find out that like we would have to redo stuff again, and we thought we like weren't saving the game properly, so we just kind of became immediately disenchanted.
Yeah, and that kind of takes a lot of the momentum away.
Yeah, but yeah, we just didn't understand how it worked, and it's weird to be playing this on a big TV. I've been practicing this game on a small TV
over in the corner there.
Yes, by the editing bay, and it's a lot different when you play it on this big screen.
Do you have an opener?
I do have an opener. Vaughn, do you need one?
I think I do.
Is that a firm bottle?
Doesn't seem like a...
What do you got there?
I got a balls.
He's got a balls. If you guys have never had a balls before, you've clearly never been to a LAN party.
When I grabbed this, I didn't realize it was high caffeine.
Okay.
I just saw the color and I was like, oh, a new orange soda I haven't had.
Okay, I'm going to attempt a trick before that I've never gotten before, but it's always fun to try. It just allows you to skip this cutscene. So you can buffer your... okay, yeah.
Oh, you got hit.
If you do that perfectly, you can skip this cutscene.
Okay.
Which is not allowed in a glitchless speedrun, in case anyone's wondering, because it's considered a glitch. But Vaughn's drinking a balls. It's not the original flavor. This is the orange flavor.
Yes, orange. Which is just says orange.
Quite good.
Is it good?
Yeah, it is a good one. It's solid. If I remember correctly, it's quite similar to like a Crush or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't taste high caffeine, which is nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is the flavor of caffeine, anyways? I never imagine it having like a flavor. May I?
Oh, yeah. I guess I usually associate it with strong things, such as coffee and Mountain Dew.
Well, that's a good flavor. It actually is a little bit different than a Crush.
A Crush, yeah.
Yeah, it's not quite as like syrupy. Mm-hmm. That has a little bit more orange rind flavor in there, which I actually like. I like the bitterness. Hey, look, it's Clocktown. Wow.
Cool place.
So this first set of 3 days, I like to call the 0 cycle because you don't really get anything done.
It's all kind of mandatory
stuff. Basically, your whole purpose is to just get your ocarina back so that you can get your human form back.
Okay.
So Nothing exciting really to talk about here.
So much like in the Sacred Stones playthrough, Austin has a set of notes here.
Yes, but in a very different format than Vaughn's does.
Yes. Is this Notepad? Yeah, this is Notepad.
Yeah, I use Notepad for a lot of things.
Okay.
Pretty much everything. I don't have like a traditional word processor on my computer.
Yeah, I made my stuff in PowerPoint, and I just like assumed that Austin
And
would
you got
have
laughed out of the building.
the Office suite. And then he was like, "Oh,
Why did I go
no,
this
no, no.
Why did I go this way? This is not the way I wanted to go.
I was much more fond of this game than I think most of my friends were.
I am going the right
Since it was like the first introduction to 3D Zelda that I really had.
Okay.
Because I remember beating like the Deku Tree and a couple things in Ocarina when I rented it, but not much.
Okay.
And then this was like the first time I had like unlimited time to sit down and play a 3D Zelda game.
Oh, and you kind of got it to yourself.
That was cool.
See, I never.
That was that little slide there.
Yeah.
That was nice.
I never owned this one either.
Okay.
So yeah, I didn't get a chance to experience it either. I just remember we gave up on it pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Because the way that it worked kind of went way over our heads.
You got close. Close up.
Yeah, dude.
The granny.
So we just tell her to tell us stories so that we can pass the time faster.
Yeah.
Because we basically just need it to be the end of the third day. Because we can't do anything. I mean, you can, but there's just so little that you can do when you're limited to just a Deku Scrub.
Okay.
That it's better to just get this part over with.
Okay.
And then do the other stuff later.
But yeah, I was kinder to this game than my friends were at first. Mm-hmm. But, you know, much like Wind Waker, people came around to it eventually.
Stop talking to me, Andrew's mother. Okay, fine. I was trying to backflip over the counter there and get out quicker, but just go out the normal way. Time does not matter in this first cycle, really, at all.
Okay. Yeah, you were showing me a bit of a speed run, and there was times where they would just like sit there and tech around, waiting for the time to pass.
Yeah, it's mostly just, you'll see at the end of this, this first cycle, there's like several in-game hours where you just have to just stand there, basically. We'll be there very shortly, actually. We're gonna move it forward to
the spooky Clocktown music.
Yeah, dude. When they did this at Symphony of the Goddesses, I got majorly triggered.
It was really cool.
It was really cool because they played the Clocktown theme like day one. Oh, dang it. And then they started blending in the spooky stuff. Oh my god, I screwed it up again. Yeah, it was really cool.
Yeah.
Super unsettling.
What is this guy? This guy crazy.
Dude, he likes to party.
But it's all like kind of sexual seeming, isn't it?
The stuff that he says or the way that he moves?
Both.
Really?
Well,
I
maybe
definitely
maybe
never
not the
got
moving.
any sexual vibes from the Scarecrow. Well, because he does say baby.
He says baby.
But I
in
imagine,
like a weird
I imagine him
way.
being like, hey, baby. Like, he's just like a funky man. He's a funky brother, you know? How you doing, baby? Like, that kind of thing.
Okay.
I didn't ever think of it as like, how you doing, baby? Like he's some creepy guy in an alleyway.
And he's gone.
All right, so now it's night of the final day. And we're going to go get some money.
I like money.
Yeah, most people do. Most people like it a lot. Or actually, first we're going to get magic. Because that's actually really the only thing that you have to do in the first cycle in order to continue the game. Is get magic.
I see in your notes here that you have the words Great Fairy written.
Yes.
One thing in Breath of the Wild that's a huge improvement is the looks of the Great Fairy.
Dude, I will always love the N64 Great Fairies.
Will you?
Yes.
Most people hate it.
They throbbed our hearts.
Really?
When we were 8. Yes. We thought we were getting a look at something that we shouldn't have been getting a look at.
True. But Breath of the Wild Great Fairy?
Oh my god, dude, they are buxom.
Yeah.
Woo.
And that's okay.
We are super into that.
Yeah. We're okay with it.
Yes, we are.
But most people are not very fond of this iteration of the Great Fairy.
This one?
Yeah.
Do you think it's because of their actual physical appearance or the screaming? Because I mean, those are very, very pronounced breasts. It's like shocking that it made it past Nintendo of America standards.
Yeah. Were they easier on things back then?
They must have been, because I mean, look at her. She looks like Britney Spears in the Toxic music video.
Yeah.
She's not wearing anything except for leaves.
That's true.
And like they only show the upper half of the Great Fairy in Breath of the Wild.
Yes.
You know, if they were to show
I would like to see
if they were to show like the butt or the V,
yeah,
like the hips area, I feel like we'd be looking at a teen rating.
Yeah.
For suggestive themes or something like that. The ESRB has gotten extremely.
I didn't even know what. I didn't even look at what Breath of the Wild.
I think it is rated. I think it is rated T actually.
Do you have it on your?
For like,
you do have it
for like violence of some kind.
It doesn't say.
That's because it's the special edition copy. Oh, it says on the box E10.
It doesn't say on here though. I find that really strange.
Because it came inside of the special edition box.
This did.
Yes.
But I'm pretty sure, don't I have this exact same thing?
You didn't get the special edition, did you?
But isn't this the same?
It's the same box art, but it's not a standalone case.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
It comes inside the big box.
Yeah, okay.
Which has the rating on it.
So mine must have the rating on it.
Yeah. E10 plus. Grab some money here.
Which actually seems pretty... That's pretty... So that's alright.
What?
There's some decently...
It's actually kind of surprising that it got E10 plus.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure Twilight Princess was T, and there's really... All it is dark colors. There's not much... Besides, what's her name? Telma.
Ooh, Telma.
But the Great Fairy is no more...
She paved the way for the new Great Fairy.
Yeah, but the Great Fairy is no less...
Suggestive. Well, yeah, Telma has a lot more clothes on than the Great Fairy.
Yeah.
And the Great Fairy makes extremely suggestive behavior towards Link.
Hey, this guy.
Yeah. He's a good-looking fella.
Yeah.
You can buy the bomb bag.
He's a definitive look.
Yeah, he's proud. And some chews.
I love how Grandma helps run the bomb shop.
Yeah, dude. She's important later.
She is, yes.
Like way later. For our perspective.
Yeah, I guess.
Okay. So we've done everything that we need to do now. We just have to wait for it to be midnight.
Cool. Which it almost is. It's 10:30 almost.
Yeah. And when you're not inverted, time actually does move very quickly. And normally you have to do the whole like bomber side quest and get to the observatory so you can get the moon's tear and trade it with that guy so you can fly in the thing up to here. But you can also just do this. Oh, I screwed it up.
That would have been really baller to get it on the first attempt. Just this.
I'm screwing it up because the pressure's on me.
You got this, dude. You got this.
I got plenty of time. It's not really something that I usually get on the first try because I don't do it the way that you're supposed to do it. You're supposed to face a different way.
Dude, you got this.
Yeah.
You good.
I got plenty of time. Even like right after it hits midnight, you still have like 5 minutes. Oh god. That was creepy. Got stopped mid backflip.
That was creepy. Oh yeah, doesn't it give you like 3 minutes?
It's like 5.5.
5.5 minutes.
Yeah, it's a bunch of time. Like 5.5 real minutes.
Okay.
Not in-game minutes. Do you see that? It's that big orange thing just stuck in the sky up there. You see that?
On the
one of the stars is just orange.
Oh.
Like all the rest of them are white.
Yeah.
One of them was orange. Never noticed that before. I don't see it now. Those also look really terrible.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's get it right. I think I'm forgetting to hold left. Yeah, this is like a very inefficient way to do this.
What's this called?
Well, if you do it right, it's called a gainer.
A gainer.
But I'm doing it horribly.
What are the inputs you're doing here?
It's like target, and then a backflip, and then like retarget. There we go.
Oh, whoa. That was cool.
And then we get our first heart piece. That has never taken me that many tries, though.
Okay.
So that's kind of embarrassing. It's all good. I've been feeling the pressure of doing this all day.
Have you?
I guess. Or at least I feel like I have.
Yeah. I mean, I understand because I was nervous for Sacred Stones, but we haven't gotten to the first test even. So
Yeah.
this has all been the easy stuff.
That's another nice thing about the route that I have made for myself in this is
the difficulty isn't here.
The difficulty isn't here yet.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's kind of after you get into the rhythm of it. So I don't really I don't count this as part of the 6 cycles.
Okay.
This is the 0 cycle. So the next one will be cycle 1, and then cycle 2 is the really hard one.
Cycle 2. Okay.
Yeah. Cycle 1 is not that bad. There are a few like time sensitive things that you can't miss.
Okay.
But they're not nearly as hard to pull off as the ones in cycle 1 or cycle 2, I mean. All right, time to get the ocarina.
Is our fairy Tattle or Tail?
Tattle.
Tattle. Okay.
Because she likes to tell us about stuff. Tail is stuck with Skull Kid the whole game.
Okay.
He gets kind of Stockholm syndrome. Time for another long cutscene.
Okay. Then time for a sip of this soda.
Dude, I'm gonna join you in a soda sip. Raise your sodas.
Raise them.
Watchers at home. The game is gonna get much more exciting after this. Once we get our human form back, we can actually start doing stuff.
In Ocarina of Time, you get the Hylian shield, right, with the Triforce, and not the Hero's shield.
Yeah, this
right?
shield is slightly different.
So how does Ocarina of Time Link have that shield? You think?
Well, I guess the implication is that because Child Link got sent back to childhood and didn't have to.
Did you just?
Yes, I did.
Wait, were you just mashing, or you actually did it in order?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that was fast.
You cannot mash through that.
Okay.
That will not work.
That was fast.
Thank you. Yeah, Link is a virtuoso, dude. He's heard the song a few times.
Has he?
I like to think that, okay, so this is the same Child Link from Ocarina of Time, right?
Yes.
So at the end of Ocarina of Time, Zelda is an adult, Link's an adult, Ganon's defeated. Zelda feels bad that Link didn't get to have a childhood of a normal kid, so she sends him back to relive the 7 years that he missed out on. Mm-hmm. Right? So he never opens the door of time, he never goes on the quest. That's where the split occurs. Oh yeah, I gotta play the song again. And so I like to think that during that time, he like he went on other journeys before he ended up in Termina.
Okay.
Like he didn't get sent back in time and then just go straight to freaking Termina.
Okay.
You know? Like maybe he's a couple years.
So he would have obtained that in his questing.
In his various journeys. Yeah. Between Hyrule and Termina.
Because he would have to be a little bit older to be able to hold a big metal shield like that.
Right, because when he's a child in Ocarina of Time,
it's just on his back,
he
right?
can't wield it.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. So I like to think that this Link is, you know,
a little bit older. He's seen
even though he looks the same.
He's done something.
I love this sequence right here where it kind of like Groundhog Days you back into understanding how you got back to where you started.
Yeah.
Where it's like, hey, you did all this again. And there's that guy.
That guy.
HMS, as they call him.
Happy mask salesman.
Yes. Absolutely.
So happy. Ugh.
Yeah, that's kind of weird.
Yeah.
Little like clock hand motion.
Oh, I didn't even think of that.
Yeah.
That is what that is.
Yay. So we got our ocarina back. Now we have to get our human form back. Happy Mask Salesman is going to teach us a very important song. Moon's still up there. Yep.
Oh boy.
So Vaughn.
Yes.
I'm moving. Which means the boys are moving.
The boys are moving.
We will be moving
in
very soon.
About a month, right?
Yeah, at the end of
over a month.
The end of this month.
Yeah.
And you know what else is going to happen once we move?
What's that?
Going to be getting a pup.
Oh, a puppy?
Yes. Yes.
Have you thought about what kind?
Well, that's what I wanted to talk about you with.
Okay.
Or talk
about you
with. About with you.
Talk about you with.
Look at that
That's
piano.
What you said.
It's a Hammond 600 key.
600 key.
Look at that. Look at that.
The range on that.
Yeah. He mostly just plays in the sweet spot right there, though.
Yeah. The human range.
Yeah.
That's gonna get me every time.
Some of the songs are a lot harder to do.
Okay.
Like the ones that aren't just a 3-note motif twice are much harder.
I like the videos you sent me of the guy doing
Playing like
Majora's
all kinds
Mask
of real world songs.
3DS and doing that where
Yeah.
you can like bend the pitch and stuff.
You can do that in this one too.
You can.
It's just easy. Well, in
'cause-
some ways it's easier, but like you can play a chromatic scale in the original versions.
But can you pitch bend?
Yeah, using the joystick
Like,
and the triggers. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you can do all that in the original.
Interesting.
Most people just don't ever mess around with it.
Okay.
But yeah.
So the pup.
yes.
The doggo.
I wanted to talk to you about doggo breeds
Okay.
that you like because like okay, so many people that are like dog lovers seem to be like Labrador, Golden Retriever, German Shepherd, Australian Shepherd purists. It's like those are the dogs.
Okay.
And like I'm really close to being in that camp,
Okay.
but I also really like some other less common, like popular friendly dogs,
Okay.
like Border Collies, or like I actually really like Shiba Inu.
What is that?
It's a Japanese dog that has like the really foxy Doge.
Okay.
Is a Shiba Inu.
Thank you. But that's perfectly identified.
They're actually extremely
the breed.
smart,
Really?
obedient dogs. Yeah,
Okay.
very good guard dogs as well. Very loyal to the pack.
Okay.
But they're also extremely expensive in the U.S., so we probably won't be getting one of those. But yeah, I was gonna say you have 2 dogs.
2 dogs.
And they are not from those uber popular
No.
breeds, but they are very friendly, darling pups.
Yes. Dolly's a straight mutt.
Yes. Do you have any idea what she's a mix of?
Not really.
She looks like she could have some like boxer,
Yeah.
but she doesn't have the boxer face.
Right.
She has the boxer body, but not the colors either.
But then she's got the floppy ears
yes.
and the mismatch eyes.
Oh, does she have heterochromia?
Yeah, she's got like a bright blue cobalt eye.
Okay.
And a dark brown eye.
Okay.
So like very contrast.
Yeah.
Which seems like kind of like a husky.
It's pretty. It's
thing.
more common in huskies. Yeah.
And then Julius, which is the funniest name for the tiniest of dogs.
Yeah. It fits him though, because he totally has the Napoleon complex.
He does. Yeah. He thinks he's much bigger.
Yeah.
But he is a half Chihuahua, half Terrier.
Yes.
So he's bigger than a Chihuahua.
Yes.
But still pretty small.
Yes. And I am not a fan of small dogs at all. But Julius did kind of win me over.
Yeah.
When I dog sat
He's a lover.
a little bit for him. I totally like figured out his personality and it was endearing to
Yeah. And
me.
he's got that underbite that goes like 1 mile forward from his jaw.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I've also had greyhounds.
Oh, have you?
I had 2
I did
greyhounds.
not know that.
Yeah. And my family
Oh, that's
really
the wrong song.
My family really loved
That's the forward song.
our greyhounds. Very, very much. They were definitely my parents' favorite dogs.
Okay. They didn't. Were they like purebred or anything? Were they like crazy greyhounds for like racing?
Yeah, they were rescued former racers.
Oh, okay.
And one of them was kept for breeding until she was older because she was a successful. Whoa. Quick turnaround spin attack.
Yeah, quick spin is where it's at, dude.
Okay.
All right, so now we're gonna actually do some fun stuff.
Good.
We're gonna leave Clocktown, and our first order of business is to get the bow and arrow.
Okay.
But we will not be,
Halt.
which is in Woodfall Temple, which is the first like kind of intended dungeon. But we will not be doing that dungeon first.
Really?
Yes.
Didn't know you could do that.
We just need to get the bow.
You can do Snowhead first?
Yes.
Really?
That's actually what we will be doing.
So we're just gonna get the bow and leave?
We're just gonna get the bow and leave. Yeah.
Okay.
That's the first order of business.
Backwards.
We're gonna do a cool trick here.
Okay.
I will not be back walking the whole game, by the way.
Okay.
It really doesn't make sense, except for a couple different areas.
Whoa.
Oops, I did not mean to go in that grotto. This grotto is just.
If you did, that was cool. But
I misjudged my angle by a little bit. I wanted to go to this tree. So this is actually a cool trick that is extremely easy to do. So normally when you walk over here to go into the swamp, you see that little tree there with the
Skull
drawing. There's normally a really long drawn out Skull Kid cutscene that like builds his character.
Yeah.
But if you go up to this guy, lock on, and then hit the ocarina button, and then just mash the heck out of your B button like this, you get this little text box, and the game thinks you're in a cutscene. And because it thinks you're in a cutscene, it won't put you in another cutscene. So you can just walk right through this cutscene trigger.
That is funny.
And skip it. And luckily, we never come back to this loading zone ever for the rest of the game. Because if you did, you would have to watch the cutscene.
Okay.
The trigger is always there until you've seen it. And this is our last backwalk.
Okay.
But yeah, sorry if you've never seen that cutscene and you wanted to see it. It's really not exciting.
Isn't it just Skull Kid?
It just makes you feel bad for Skull Kid.
Yeah. You learned a little bit about his childhood.
You basically learn about how he acquired the mask.
Yep.
And why he allowed it to take over his weak mind. Because he longed for more in his life. Because he was like mistreated and lonely. And the mask kind of like fed on his desire.
So you'll be able to fast travel here.
Yes, we'll be able to fast travel here anytime we need to go to the swamp. So we won't ever have to walk through that loading zone. We'll get close to it a couple times, but it's not going to be like a scare that we're going to get that cutscene.
Okay. But yeah, our Greyhounds were rescued racers.
Cool.
And they are very... Can you not skip it the first time?
No, you can't.
Ugh, those eyes.
Yeah, dude.
Creepy.
Such a happy game.
Yes, so happy.
So lighthearted.
And you were just strutting a little bit.
Dude, this is nothing.
This is nothing?
This is nothing.
You're just getting warmed up?
Yeah. I actually am. That's hence why I did that gainer so poorly.
Okay. But yeah, they're very... They're like the kind of dogs, they will like sit around all day, like just lounging and like sleeping.
And then just go nuts.
And then like you'll let them into the backyard and they'll just like shred a figure eight at like 35 miles an hour.
Yeah.
For like, probably faster.
They're like snakes.
For like a minute and a half. And then they'll come back inside and just like knock out again.
Yeah.
And just turn into slugs.
Yeah.
They're very funny. But they're also very calm. They don't really... barky bark so much.
Oh, okay. They're very quiet.
Yeah, a little more docile.
Yeah. I like dogs with a lot of personality.
Okay. They got some personality. But yeah, those are the dogs I've had.
Cool.
I'd recommend any of them.
So those are the only dogs you've ever had?
Yeah, only had 4.
Okay.
Have 2 currently.
So you were around for the Greyhounds too.
Yes.
God.
You're on the wrong side?
Yes. I didn't even know you could climb on the back side of the ladder. Let's see.
Yes, I was like...
I guess I've also had 4 dogs.
I was 8 or 9 when we got our first Greyhound, and then for a while we had 2.
Okay. I like that you have also had 1 dog and then 2 dogs at the same time. Because I too experienced that throughout my life. And having 2 dogs at the same time is very different than having 1. And I liked it.
Having 1?
I liked both.
Yes. Same.
Liz and I definitely don't want to get 2 dogs. But when I lived with my mom, I liked having 2 dogs.
Okay.
It was cool. And it was always a situation where one dog was significantly older than the other dog.
Okay.
And the older dog kind of like took care of the younger dog and kept it in line.
Okay.
Which I liked. Did I just screw up? Yes, I did. Whatever. The run.
It was really cool having 2 Greyhounds for the short amount of time that we did have them both. Because like just they were so very different in their personalities
Than each other?
Yeah.
Okay.
Which was really funny to like see how they would interact. Because Grip, the older one,
Grip?
yes,
That's a cool name for a dog.
He loved me, my mom, my dad, and my viola teacher, and was slow to warm to everybody else. And then Vanessa,
One of those.
was best friends with everyone
the
who would walk
opposite,
through the door,
Gotcha.
and also wanted to be best friends with Grip.
Okay.
And Grip was very slow to warm to that as well.
So he was just kind of a slow to warm person in general.
Yep. And so like she would like try to lay down next to him, and he would like tolerate it for just a little bit, and then
he'd
leave.
have to move.
He'd be like, okay,
That's
I gotta
funny.
go.
I had a similar
and you could
thing.
like watch. We have like still shots of like this happening, and Vanessa would like, you'd see her like testing the waters and like coming over by him, and then you would see like him lift his head up and be like, "What's going on here?"
Yeah, who's coming?
And then you'll see her like lay down, and then the next frame is like he's gone, and she's like looking like, "What did I do?"
Yeah. How did I screw that up?
Yeah,
That's funny.
I just wanted to love you.
Yeah. Mine was similar. I had Kita, who I showed you a picture of recently.
Yes.
She was half
Very
German
cute.
Shepherd, half Lab. And she was a big sweetie, super smart, super obedient, super nice to everybody, docile, especially as she got older. And then we got Jackal,
That's a cool name.
who was of uncertain origins, but was probably mostly Australian Shepherd and Lab.
Okay.
He could have had a little bit of like Blue Heeler or Catahoula in him because he had that coloring.
Okay.
He was like black spots and like gray spots with like little bits of white, you know.
Okay.
But he had more of like a Lab Australian Shepherd face, and he was the more like territorial one.
Okay.
I guess because he was the male and he actually never got neutered,
Okay.
so he was a little hormonal.
Okay.
And then Kita was like the older dog that like knew that he was like the young, dumb, riled up one. So sometimes he would try to like play with her and she would play, and then when she was done playing and he wasn't, it would get a little ugly. She'd
Okay.
have to like shut him down and be like, we're done.
Yep. We're done here. That's all.
And that was always one of my favorite moments.
Okay.
Because Kita was kind of my dog and then Jackal was kind of my mom's dog.
I love this song.
This is a good one. There's some good music in this game. We should harp for a moment on how impressive it is that this game was put together as quickly as it was.
Yeah, wasn't it? How quick?
This game was made in like just a little over a year. And
Wow.
I think it's super smart how they were like, okay, well, we have this pre-existing engine from Ocarina.
with all these existing character models,
Right.
etc.
How can we make another game that is not the same thing again and have it be unique, but still make it quickly? And I think that's how they came to the idea of the 3-day cycle.
and like the parallel universe
Yeah,
where everything's almost the same
super clever.
but very different.
And they ended up making an incredibly brilliant game. All right, time for another trick here, Vaughn.
Okay. Oh.
Oh, I screwed that up. That's probably gonna be my catchphrase of this run.
Oh, I screwed
Oh,
that
I
up.
screwed that up. Did it again.
Is there a way to like get that big jump?
Yeah. There we go.
Oh, sweet. That was cool. Oh, they're shooting at you.
So this is a way to get the Woodfall song extremely early. Normally you have to sneak in on the other side and do the super long stealth quest.
Yep.
And then work your way over to this one using these fly guys. But using that trick, you can just get here really quickly. And it's super nice because it's one of the most annoying parts of the game. It's like getting caught and thrown out and redoing it. And I think normally you're supposed to like go talk to the king and find out like what's going on, you know, and all that. It's just like
king and the butler and the princess.
yes, the butler is an important character. We will be seeing him later. He'll be helping us out quite a bit. This guy's gonna teach us a brand new song. Oh damn it! This gets me every time.
Did you say no?
It's the default option that's so cruel.
Like you have to be paying attention.
Yeah, you do have to actually pay attention. Like if you just mashed for like 5 minutes, you'd be like, how long is this text? Oh my god. All right. And then I like how each one of the temple songs is also associated with like the race that learns it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. There we go. Like this is the Deku song, and then the Goron Lullaby is the Goron song. The New Wave Bossa Nova is the Zora song.
Yep.
And then the times that you use it, other than activating the dungeon, like usually has something to do with that race.
Yep.
It's pretty cool. But yeah, to close out the doggo conversation, we're just not sure
Oh, which breed?
We're not sure what we're going to get yet, but it's most likely going to be a lab.
Okay.
Because
I like labs.
you just can't go wrong.
Yeah. Very lovable.
And this is actually very convenient. They kick you out of here because backtracking out of here, I think, would be impossible. Or it would just take a long time.
Okay.
Because once you're in there, I think you're in there. Kind of the point of a prison, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay. Time to go to Woodfall Temple and get the bow. We're also going to get to the Woodfall Temple a little bit of a sketchy way.
Okay.
Hopefully I get this trick on the first try, because it sucks to not. But I've gotten pretty consistent with it. So you center yourself kind of right
Where
here.
is this here?
This is the swamp.
Okay.
You're supposed to like ride the boat the rest of the way or something. Oh, actually, I'm not in the right spot. Redo that. I do not want to do this again. And you quickly change, quickly roll. Yeah.
Oh, what?
Yeah, you're not supposed to be able to do that. You're normally supposed to go through this long period of like going up all these flowers and stuff.
Oh, like all the way around the swamp?
Well, it's not all the way around the swamp. You're supposed to leave that like palace area from a different spot.
Hooty hoot.
Yeah. And now we're going to learn probably the most important song in the game. Song of Soaring, which allows you to fast travel.
To go to all the owl statues?
Yes, this allows you to go to the different owl statues. So,
You just toot?
no?
Just the calm no. Like, just to draw suspicion away.
No, I really didn't, though.
You didn't?
I scratched the back of my head. Is that what you heard?
Oh, I wonder if it was just the chair.
Oh,
like
the creaking of my
fabric.
chair?
Yeah.
Yeah, these chairs are pretty noisy. We're still in guest mode,
We are.
because we just finished recording Mario RPG.
With good old Kyle.
Good old Kyle. I kept forgetting that you had met Kyle before.
Yep.
Was the
just
fir-
the one time?
The Final Fantasy VIII review? That was the one time?
That was the first time, yeah.
What do you think?
Oh, he's a cool guy.
What do you think of this guy? Oh,
Yeah.
he's great.
He's very cool.
He's got a very unique personality.
I like him already. Safe to say.
Quick to warm.
Yep. I ain't no grip.
You ain't no Grip. You ain't no Julius. All right.
Yeah, Julius is pretty slow to warm.
I got him.
Yeah. I was surprised because he seems to like men less than women,
Okay.
kind of across the board.
Isn't it
But-
funny how like dogs can see the gender of our species?
Yeah.
It's just
Like
like
they can sense
it's just
it.
like clear as day to them.
And he isn't super fond of like a lot of friends that I bring over, but
Yeah.
I was very happy to hear that he warmed to you and Kyle H quite well.
Yeah.
When you dog sitted for me.
Well, it helps a lot that you're the one bringing them food, I'm sure.
And letting them out.
You're
They're
the
just happy to see
You're
your
the one
face.
to like free them.
Yeah.
And once they realize that you're there to help, that gives you a lot of points.
and not to loot and pillage.
Right. Disrupt
Or-
the homestead.
Pilfer.
Yeah. Okay.
Ransack.
Or just sack.
Yeah. That would be the worst version.
Sacking?
Yeah. I think that would be worse than ransacking.
Does that involve the...
Because sacking is like the destruction of a town
Oh, okay.
after a siege.
Like burning it down after you're done looting?
Yeah.
Okay.
And the
Does that one
very
include the
unfortunate-
mistreatment of women too?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I didn't know if that was included or not.
Kind of comes
Seems like
with
that
the-
should always be optional, but I guess in those days it was never optional.
Yeah. Back in medieval times.
Medieval. All right. Time to get the bow.
Though it didn't really end there. There have been some pretty nasty sackings in
Modern times?
modern times.
That's bizarre and troubling.
Yeah. Well, like World War II.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure there's a lot that goes on that we don't hear about too.
Yeah. Ooh, those guys. Forgot about them.
Bows.
Were you supposed to be able to do that?
No.
Okay.
It's just faster. And you don't have to fly. The first leg. It's really nice that you get
Bees.
It's really nice that you get the bow and leave, because doing this dungeon before you have the stuff that you do when you come back makes it take a lot longer. But doing this one second, when you have like a lot more stuff,
Actually, it works.
is
well.
really nice. It makes
Okay.
it go so fast. Yeah, it's really nice. Because you have like the hook shot and a bunch of stuff that makes it way faster. It's super smart. got to give a huge amount of credit to the speedrunners who routed this game.
Ugh, I hate those things.
Yeah, they're gross. Rafflesias.
Ugh.
It's a real flower, by the way.
How long do you have to stand on them before they, or is it only...
I think when you're you're Link, you have a time window. I think when you're a Deku, you're cool.
Okay, you're too light.
For good.
They don't sense you.
Or you're like native. I don't know.
Oh, like since you're kind of planty.
Yeah, exactly.
You're like
the tick bird on the rhino.
Yeah.
Come on down. Damn it.
Oh, it popped.
Yeah. There we go. Got him. And we need a stick.
I read a legitimate complaint of this game. I mean, well, not legitimate, like actually legitimate.
Someone thought
someone
it was
genuinely believing it.
Okay, got it.
This is
the one that you told me about a while back?
Yeah.
Okay.
Where they gave this game like it was like a user review on Metacritic.
Don't do that.
Because there's always like a critic score and then a user score.
Right.
And so this was like a user, and he rated this game like
0 out of 10.
Like something comical, like 2 out of 10. Mm-hmm. And one of the primary reasons he stated was that when you spin around as your Deku Link attack.
Oh no, this was the 3D version, right?
Yes.
Yes, specifically the 3D version.
The Ocarina, or not Ocarina, Majora's Mask 3D.
The remake.
3DS remake. He rated that a 2 out of 10 because as Deku Link, in this game, when you do a little spin, there's just a little trail behind you.
Yep.
But in the 3DS version, it has like a spike. Like the hat becomes like a spike to make it look like it's an actual attack, and so you can see kind of the radius better.
Yeah.
Of the attack. And he said that was so out of line.
Yeah.
That this game
just
deserved
a bastardization of the game.
Yeah, that it deserved 2 out of 10 because of that. 2 out of 10.
That's insane.
That's insane. Some people are just crazy, man.
So protective of something that they think is theirs.
Yeah. And it doesn't matter.
Right. It doesn't matter, and
it doesn't change the game at all.
It doesn't belong to them.
It actually improves it so you can see the hitbox.
Yeah. Why did he complain about that instead of like the giant glowing eyes that they added to the bosses?
Yeah.
That's like so much more of a glaring change. Mm-hmm. That just blows my mind.
It's like, you're not gonna die, are you?
No.
You got this.
Yeah.
I trust you.
I hope so.
In Austin, we trust. Backlog boys. It'll be on all our currency. When we become a nation.
Yeah.
Just 2 boys.
2 boys under...
We give all our guests visas.
Wow. To enter our nation of boys.
Yep.
A line of boys credit.
It's very exclusive citizenship.
Yeah. These guys can cheese you sometimes.
These little birdies.
Yeah.
Birdies.
Dragonflies. We've got a pretty good placement right now, though. Oh god.
Of the platforms?
Oh god. No, of the bugs.
Okay.
If they get too close,
they get you.
Then they'll get you, yeah. And then if you fall down in this room, it really sucks. There's actually a really fast way to drop down that hole right there, and then you do like a jump slash and ricochet onto this platform.
Okay.
But I could not pull it off.
Okay.
So we just do it the intended way.
Not a bad way.
Leave me alone. Ugh. Okay, that's probably like the scariest room in this whole cycle.
Okay. Cool. Not super scary.
No, it's all right. We're about to cheese the heck out of a Lizalfos.
Okay. With some nuts.
Super satisfying, yeah. I'm gonna make him look like a total idiot. This is the guy who's gonna give us the bow too.
Okay. And then we peace out.
And then we peace out, yeah. Peace out of Woodfall for quite some time. Which is very welcome.
He looks so cool though.
He's pretty cool.
Isn't he called a Dinalphos?
Oh yeah, this might be a Dinalphos, you're right.
With a stick?
Yeah, dude.
Excuse me?
The jump slash with the Deku stick is more powerful than the sword.
Why?
The basic sword, not the upgraded swords.
The Kokiri.
Yeah. I don't know if it's like a coding thing or it's like Master Sword power.
Okay.
It's hilarious.
That is comical.
There's the bow.
Sweet.
All right.
Hero's bow, hero's shield. We're in good shape.
Well, next week
on Majora's Mask.
Yes, we're going to be heading back to town and taking care of some ancillaries.
Ancillaries.
Some side quests.
There's a word.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you can use this to escape the dungeons.
Yes.
Forgot about that.
The speedrunners will actually death warp on that fight. They'll die on the same frame that they kill the Lizalfos. Or no, they'll drop a bomb as they grab the chest for the bow. So as soon as the bow cutscene is done, they die from the bomb.
And then it spawns them outside of the temple.
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool.
So it's faster than soaring.
That's really cool.
If you guys haven't ever seen a speedrun of this game, it's incredibly impressive. Did you hear how many times that took me to get that?
Yeah, it was like 5.
I must have been moving the C-stick slightly off.
All I could hear was like a chord.
Yeah. All right, well, join us next week when we head back to Clocktown. We'll see you on Monday for some more
Sacred Stones. Some Fire Emblem.
And yeah, join us on
juicy strategy.
Join us on the next stream on Twitch, and hit us up on Twitter.
Find out what we're eating on the snack log.
Yeah, what we're eating and drinking on the snack log. Mm-hmm. And we'll see you next time.
Like us on Facebook.
Sure, if you feel so inclined.
Yeah,
maybe leave us a little comment.
Yeah,
a little thumbs up.
Maybe subscribe.
Subscribe would be great.
Yeah, it's anything you give us, we'll take. Yeah,
and we will give you something in return. Probably an episode. And a stream. And maybe some sweet tweets and pics.
Ooh, some spicy.
Some snacks.
Yeah. Well,
until next time, folks.
See you soon.